When you're making reports, preparing group recaps, or sending batched payloads to APIs, there's one powerful tool in n8n that you cannot skip, and that is going to be the Aggregator node. This node lets you combine several items or even just certain fields from multiple items into just a single item. You can also aggregate data for a unique value of a field, such as a customer, category, or date. In this video, we'll walk through 4 different examples that will help you master the Aggregator node and unlock its full potential in your n8n automations. And before we do that, if you guys need any help with your n8n workflows or data needs, I am taking on freelance customers. You can find my contact information down below in the description. So with this intro out of the way, let's start building in n8n. All right, guys. So we're going to go through the aggregate node with 4 different examples, right? Each of these laid out over here. And remember, the aggregate node is for grouping, not necessarily the arithmetic itself. And this is considered the opposite of the split out node, right? This aggregates data into an array, right? And you can see kind of the design. You have multiple inputs over here, and then it drags into one. Now, a few things that we're going to be going through in this tutorial. First, to find the aggregate node, just click the plus icon over here and then search for aggregate, right? Combine a field from many items into a single list item. Right, so you have this over here. Okay, I'm also using a manual trigger, so you can just go over here and search for manual trigger. You see this. I'm using the code node a lot, so just type in code for the code node. And again, I'll go over everything on there. And lastly, I'm using Google Sheets over here. I have a full video on how you can set up Sheets on the channel, but you can just go over here to Google Sheets, click on that. And those are all the different nodes we'll be using in this tutorial. Right? So let's go through our first example over here, right? And this one says aggregate individual fields. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to code, right? And what I'm doing over here is I'm essentially creating JSON, and we're creating a table that has a customer, an order ID, as well as an amount, right? And just to show you what this looks like over here on the JSON side of things, right? Customer, order ID, amount, customer, order ID, amount, customer, order ID, and then amount, okay? So since there's 3 rows in this table, right, this creates 3 items that are being sent into this aggregate, right? So then I go over to this aggregate, and what I have over here is I aggregate on individual fields, right? So we have 3 different fields we could technically aggregate on: customer, order ID, and then amount, right? So individual field. And then what I do is I just drag and drop or type out the field that I want, right? So in this instance, I'm using amount. And now you can see that we have amounts over here with all 3 amounts, right? We go to the previous node over here, you can see we had amount, right? And each person had an amount, right? And you can see the JSON, this is separated, right? We have this over here, this over here, this over here. But now we have, all of this over here. If we go into a table, right? This is an array, 0, 1, 2, and we have 50, 30, 20. The schema over here, and you can see the JSON, right? Array that has 50, 30, and 20 attached inside, right? Again, in the past, hopefully you guys can see the difference, right? So that's gonna be our first example on the individual, right? And also on the side of things, like you can rename the field if you want. So like, I don't know, let's say we wanna have this as total, right? And instead, if I run this over here, unpin and test, you can see it says total instead of amount. I'm not going to rename it. I'm just going to go back over here, and you can see you have that amount. Okay, so now our second example, right? This one over here has all data, not a single one, right? So what I have over here is the same exact data we're going to use, right? So the 3 orders over here, order IDs, the amounts associated with it, and the names, right? And this time what we're going to do is go over here to aggregate, right? And you can select all item data into a single list, right? And then you can define what you want to call this. I'm going to call this payments, right? And then what I'm saying is include specific fields, right? And there's 3 different options. And I just put in the order ID and order amount, right? So then what you see over here, we go into our JSON, we have created something called payments, right? And it only has the order ID and amount, right? Order ID, amount, order ID, and amount. Again, if you go into this table, right, we have payments over here on that side of things, right? And then the schema, we have order ID, amount, and all this is under payments, right? So I created something called payments. We're including specified fields, order ID, and amount, right? And again, just you can see the difference on this side of things, right? again, we have 3 items coming in, we have 1 item coming out. You can do 2 other options. So you can select all fields if you want. So instead of, only order ID and amount, we can go over here and select all fields. Now you can see all 3 are here, right? And again, right, you can see how this is set up a little bit different, right? And again, just taking a look at our JSON, right? Now we have payments here on the outside, right? And we have all this underneath inside payments, right? So this is an array of information. There you go. All inside of payments, right? And you have Alice, Bob, and Alice, all with their order ID as well as amounts, all inside of there, right? And then you have the third option over here, which is all fields except, right? So maybe you want to go over here and choose something to exclude, right? And maybe you just want to exclude, I don't know, the customer. So you just drag and drop customer over here and you can see customer is removed, right? So that's what happens with all item data into a single list, right? Essentially what we're doing is we're taking this over here, we're adding outside, which we're defining on here, right? So I define payments over here. We don't have that in here. And then you can specify, what you want to carry over, right? And you have 3 different options on that. You have all fields, specific fields, or all fields except, right? Okay, so now what I want to show you is another example, right? And I'll show you 2 more, right? So the first one is we're going to use Google Sheets on this side of things. And I have the sheets that I've used in another video for the split out node, right? We have different bands, some songs, genre, have I seen the band live or not, right? So this is all set up here on that side of things, right? Nothing really too special over there. And I just wanted to show you, we could aggregate this, right? So this sheet had 10 rows, right? So there's 10 different bands in over here, right? And what I'm doing is grabbing this over here, right? Individual field, doing band. And again, if you want to rename it, you can set that up. I didn't want to really rename it. You can go over here, execute step, and you can see band, and all of these are together, right? And again, going back over here, you can see this is a table, right? So 10 rows in this table, right? The one header row, so technically 11 in total, all these different band names over here. And now I've aggregated them all together, right? Underneath this band on this side of things, right? So hopefully that makes a lot of sense for you guys. And again, if I want to rename it, I can do this and then say like artist, right? You can change that if you want to. And now you have this as artist. Okay. So we have all of that over there. And lastly, I just wanted to show you really quick because like we're aggregating things together. And at least when I think of aggregations, right, I think of, okay, we're aggregating everything together. Maybe you want to find the sum or you want to find the average. Like, how do you take that to the next step? Well, you can do that through a code node. So I just want to show you this really quick for this tutorial. So again, what we're going to do is go back to this example of the customer, right? The order ID and the amount, right? So we have this over here. It's the JSON, right? And then what we're going to do on that side of thing is aggregate. So what we're going to do is just aggregate individual fields. What we're going to use is the amount on this side of things. So we have the amounts in over here, 50, 30, and 20. So you see 50, 30, and 20, right? Just to show you, like, there's a lot of different ways that we can aggregate. And I have a video coming out soon on some code with an n8n, right? But what we're doing is access the first item and input item over here, get the amounts, right? Sum, min, max, and then we're finding the average, right? And then we're returning all this as JSON over here. So we're returning the total, the min val, the max val, and average, right? Because we've already had this aggregated, which is really nice. Then we just go over here, right? Total, min, max, as well as average. Again, like this is very simple, but this is a one way. If you aggregate it, right, then into a code node, and then you can find these summaries really quick, right? What's the totals across the board if you wanted to do that. So yeah, really, like with the aggregator, again, this is the opposite on the side of split out, right? So split out goes from one to many. This goes from many to one. You can see we take 3 items over here, we turn it to 1, right? We have 10 items over here, we turned it into 1, right? We have 3 items over here, we turn it to 1, and then we use some code to find aggregates. There's 2 different approaches on it, right? You can aggregate on the individual field level, which you can go over here. Sorry, you go over here, right? Individual field, select all of that, right? And again, I'll just grab this over here just to show you guys here again, right? With the individual field, execute step, right? And you can see we have all this over here in the JSON. We go back over JSON. We have all this information, right? Really condenses it. Again, makes the aggregations easier. Or we can put all data items into a single list, right? And you have 3 different ways that you could approach this, right? You could say all fields except, right? You can select all fields, or you can select specified fields and drop them in over here, right? So all fields, again, specified fields, just drag and drop, right? Order ID and amount, let's just say that. Or you can go over here, all fields except, and I don't want to have customer. It really depends on, how much you have over here in your JSON, what's easier for you. I mean, this, it doesn't really matter. It's all pretty simple. But as you build out workflows, some of them can be a little bit more complicated or not on that side of things, right? But yeah, that is essentially the aggregate node. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video for here when covering these specific nodes compared to some of the others, but hopefully you guys found this valuable. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to push out 3 n8n videos every single week. If you have other topics you want us to cover, make sure to put that down below in the description, or not description, but the comment section as well. And I will catch you guys in another video.